might be a trick. You keep your eyes peeled while I get out and clear the road. All out, men. We're gonna need some help. Let's have a little beef here, fellas. Everybody. All right, let's go.
Hold it, gents. Start reaching. Drop that shotgun and climb down from there.
Say, we're not carrying any gold this trip.
I'm not interested in what you're carrying. Now unbuckle those gun belts. One hand. Now I want you gentlemen to roll up your left sleeve. I said roll up your left sleeve. All right, gents.
I wonder what he wanted. A mysterious kind of fellow, wasn't he, huh?
I'm not interested in no hard luck stories. This is a showdown. I'll learn you not to double-cross the Wolverine kid. Yeah. That's all right. That's wonderful. I'll learn you not to double-cross the Wolverine kid. Now, what do we have the girls say? Oh, boy. Please, Miss Wolverine kid, have mercy. Surely you cannot be so cold and cruel to my poor sick father. People brave fear. Did you never have a mother, kind sir? In her name, I
Can you beat that? Wild Bill entertaining a female.
Entertaining. Don't sound to me like she's having a very good time.
I'd sure hate to be in Billy's shoes. If Queenie Campbell finds out he's two-timing her, he's a dead pigeon.
I am but a poor, defenseless woman. No! No! 1,000 times no! Hey! See, what's going on here? Can a fella have any peace and quiet anywhere?
Ain't he cute?
Just like my old maid Ann, only she wasn't so pretty. Why, you ornery, bow-legged, knock-kneed, squint-eyed, lop-eared galoots. You'll be laughing on the other side of your faces when I get through. Come on, one at a time.
Shut up and quit your yowling. We want to talk to you about Queenie in the election.
She ain't no candidate.
Maybe not, but she swings a heap of votes. We aim to see she don't swing them the wrong way.
Queenie's supporting Doc Morgan's campaign for state senate, and we're out lining up votes to re-elect Walt Kincaid.
Well, what's that got to do with me?
Plenty. You got influence with Queenie. You're going to talk her into swinging her support to Kincaid.
Oh, she won't listen to me. Queenie's got a mind of her own.
Oh, now don't give us that. You're going to talk her into changing.
Oh, I am like the dickens. Oh, you sure are. Say, what's the idea of wrecking my laundry?
Shut up and do what we tell you or wreck the whole joint.
Hold it, boys. What's going on here?
They're a bunch of crooks, intimidating honest voters and interfering with the right of franchise, besides wrecking my laundry that I just washed.
Get their guns.
Yes, sir.
Roll up your left sleeve.
What do you mean?
There's some laundry to be done over.
I ain't no washwoman.
I ain't either.
Wild Bill can wash them himself.
Put them to work, partner. They can hardly wait.
All right. Right that way, gentlemen, and don't crowd. She works in the laundry. She's an expert when it comes to slinging suds. She will wash away your troubles, tell your fortune, make the bubbles, clean your pockets when she cleans your duds. And she's got a tub that folks all talk about. She's a washerwoman's daughter, but her mama never taught her to use a line of suds she tosses out. Stop him! He's tearing it to pieces!
All right, boys. It's hanging time.
Hanging time. Say, what do you fellas cook? I got a couple of rabbits in there I want fried.
Here's your gun. Now get going.
I hope you don't get housemaid's knee. I'm plumb grateful to you, Mr. My moniker's Aloysius Jones. Folks all call me Wild Bill.
Jim Donovan.
I'm mighty glad to... Silver Jim Donovan? The hombre with the silver bullet?
That's right. Now, suppose you tell me what this is all about.
Well, it's all about Queenie Canfield. I'm writing a play for her. She's the best little actress in the world.
Well, if she's an actress, what is she doing in politics?
Well, her show went broke, and she got a job entertaining in the Square Deal Emporium in town. She owns the place now, and she sure makes it live up to its name. Everybody in town's got a nice word to say about her.
She sounds like a mighty fine person.
She sure is. I'm going to make a great star out of her someday in my play.
Well, here's wishing you luck. So long, Bill.
Where are you heading?
I thought I'd go into town and have a little look around. I might be able to find a job.
A job? Wait a minute. I'll go with you. If there's a job in town, Queenie will know about it.
Good.
I'll saddle my horse. Won't take me a second. Yes, sir. Wait a minute.
Making a campaign speech for the doctor.
Well, if your husband isn't elected, it certainly won't be your fault.
I might say as much about you and Walter Kincaid.
Thanks, we're even. Well, at least our opposite views haven't spoiled our friendship.
Nothing can do that. I'll see you tomorrow at the Civic Gay Club, won't I?
Haven't missed yet.
Goodbye, dear.
Goodbye.
All right.
I didn't expect to see you in town all next week.
I just heard from Dad. He'll arrive in Wyatt the day before election.
Oh, that's good. With him behind me, I can't lose.
You've certainly gone a long way since you and Rance Harris arrived here 5 years ago. From a drifting cowboy to a state senator.
Well, I have you and your father to thank for that.
Nothing could keep you down, Walt. You've got what it takes.
As long as you think so, Nancy, that's all that matters.
Well, I must run along now. I've got some shopping I have to do.
No, I'll go with you.
Fine. here, Bill. She's out shopping.
Oh. Kind of cute, huh? Uh-oh. A welcoming committee.
Wanted around here, so get out of town.
I kind of like it here. Might even settle down.
We're thinking different. And this time you ain't got the upper hand.
Oh, Silver Jim Donovan, eh? Have a pretty good guess who started the trouble.
That's not true. If Mr. Kincaid hadn't interfered, this man would have shot Jim Donovan in the back.
That's right, Doc.
All right, lock him up, Sam. Come on. Listen, Donovan, heard quite a bit about you. Anytime you enter a town, trouble starts.
I can't help that.
Oh, maybe you can, and maybe you can't. But this town is peaceful, and as mayor, I aim to keep it that way. Now, you get into any more trouble, and I'll run you out of town or have you locked up.
Thanks for helping me out.
I'm Walter Kincaid. Miss Lee's the one to thank. She saw the gunman just in time to call my attention to him.
Then I'm doubly indebted to you, Miss Lee. Not only for saving my life, but keeping the mayor from locking me up.
Well, 3 against 1 is my idea of a fair fight. Well, this isn't getting my errands done. Here's hoping for less excitement next time we meet, Mr. Donovan.
I hope there will be a next time.
Thank you. See you later.
Goodbye, Nancy. What's all the shooting about? Oh, meet Rance Harris, head of the Cattlemen's Association. He's also my campaign manager, Jim Donovan.
Hello, Rance.
Glad to know you, Donovan. If you ever need a job, look me up.
Thanks.
See you later, Walt.
Well, I think we can stand a drink after all this, Jim, don't you?
Good.
Hey, Jim. Oh, hello, Walt. Say, Jim, you know them 3 fellas that pulled down my laundry?
Yeah?
They was here to see you a while ago. Did you see them?
Well, in sort of a roundabout way.
Uh-oh. Here comes Queenie.
Well, Bill, don't tell me you've been fighting again.
Well, yes, and again, no. If the guy I was fighting gets out of the hospital in less than a month, he'll be lucky.
I can't leave this place for 20 minutes without you trying to wreck it. Why, you...
Now, calm yourself, Queenie. Hey, Queenie, I want you to meet Silver Jim Donovan. This is Queenie Canfield, the greatest little actress in the world.
Howdy, Jim.
Hi, Queenie.
Hello, Walt.
Hello, Queenie.
Queenie, have I got an idea for the second act? You love it. Now, oh, come on in the office. I'll tell you about it.
That silver bullet and what's behind it?
Well, Walt, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't tell you. After all, you've just saved my life.
Ah, forget it.
Well, thanks just the same. You see, I want to live long enough to be able to return the silver bullet to the man who gave it to me 5 years ago in the back. The same killer shot my father.
Oh, so that's why you've been roaming the West, looking for some mysterious person.
That's right. The only thing known about him was that he wore a mask, and he charged $1,000 for hiring out his gun. A silver bullet in the back was his trademark.
Yeah, a nice sociable hombre, I'd say. How do you know when you've got the right man?
Oh, I'll know all right. During the fight, I almost tore off his shirt. And on his left arm, just below the elbow, is a jagged scar shaped like a streak of lightning. Someday, I'm going to find an arm with that scar on it. And when I do...
I know just how you feel, Jim. I don't blame you in the least. Well, I've got to get back to the office. My banking business and this political campaign keep me on the go. If ever I can be of any help, don't hesitate to ask.
Maybe I will.
Anytime. Rance Harris is one of my best friends. I'll speak to him later in the day about that job he mentioned.
Thanks.
He's a nice fellow. It's too bad he's mixed up in the wrong kind of politics.
Everyone is entitled to his own opinion, Queenie. Do you think you can keep my pal out of trouble until I get back?
Well, it's a large order, but I'll try.
Where are you going, Jim?
I'm going to take a look around town. See you later.
Bye.
Sit down, Queenie. Now, this Mary Ann is an innocent little prairie flower. Oh. Do you think you could play a little innocent prairie flower? Mm-hmm. You could play it.
I don't know anyone in this town with a scar just like that, and I've treated most of them. However, I'll keep my eyes open.
Thanks, Doc. I'll appreciate it.
Donovan. If I'd known about this, I wouldn't have made such a rumpus out there in the street.
Well, I couldn't very well explain then, Doc.
Oh, I understand.
So long. I'll keep in touch with you.
So long, little boy.
Well, Rance, what did you think of that little biplane out there?
I didn't think much of it.
You certainly let us in for a lot of trouble. Of all them in this territory that you had to save, it had to be Silver Jim Donovan. What else could I do with everybody looking on?
Well, we've got to get rid of him, and rid of him quick. I'll get some of the boys, and we'll arrange a little accident.
Rance, I told you we were through with guns.
I can remember the time when you weren't so all-fired law-abiding.
Yeah, well, the sooner you quit remembering those days, the better off you're going to be, you understand?
And here's something that you ought to remember. The only man that can trace us back to those days is Jim Donovan.
I'll take care of Donovan. Rance, you've come a long way with me. We're respectable citizens and wealthy. As soon as I marry Nancy Lee, nothing can stop me. Being the son-in-law of the wealthiest and most influential man in Wyoming is going to see me in the governor's chair. And maybe Washington.
Nancy's a mighty pretty girl, Walt.
Well, that helps. If she were the homeliest girl in the world, I'd still marry her. I want power, and I'm going to have it. You better send Buck down to bail Pete out of jail. Someone might try to persuade him to talk about his boss.
All right.
Hello, Doc.
Oh, hello, Walt. Come over to concede me the election?
No, I thought perhaps you were ready to hoist the white flag.
No, you won't find me quitting as long as there's a chance of getting that dam built. The small ranchers are depending upon me, you know.
Well, every man to his own opinion. This is a professional visit, Doc.
So?
You know anything about removing scars?
Well, not too much. There's a certain type of scar tissue that can be removed and some can't. Yes, I think I can. The operation won't be an easy one.
Well, will I be laid up or have to carry my arm in a sling?
No, I don't think so. Outside of a small bandage that won't show too much, you can continue your work as usual.
Oh, good.
Yes, when did you want it done?
Well, can you do it now?
Now?
Yeah.
Why, yes, I think I can.
You know, of course, I'm planning on being married right after the election.
Oh,
scar like this isn't exactly a pleasant sight for a new bride to see.
Come on over here and I'll get to work on it right away. I think I better give you an anesthetic. Make the operation easier.
Oh, I can take it, Doc. Get busy. I want to see what goes on.
Oh, as you will. Sit down. Think that should fix things? Better have a drink, Walt. Think you need one.
Well, I could use one, Doc.
Really should have had an anesthetic for an operation of that kind. Here. Help yourself.
Doc?
Not a thing, my boy. Always glad to do a favor for a worthy opponent.
Well, I always pay for everything I get.
Had himself a bath.
Well, there's no law against that, is there, Queenie?
Nope. It ain't fair. It's still 3 days till Saturday. Hey, everybody! Doc Morgan's just been shot. His wife found him in his office, dead.
My husband had no enemies. His whole life was devoted to doing good.
That's all, Mrs. Morgan. Thank you. Call the next witness, Sheriff.
Buck Dawson, Texas man. Tell the coroner what you told me this morning.
Well, I saw Jim Donovan coming out of Morgan's office about a half an hour before the doc was found dead.
How'd he act? Was he nervous? In a hurry?
Yeah, he was mighty upset. He looked out the door kind of sneaking-like, and then ducked down the street.
Why don't you try telling the truth for a change, Buck?
Just a minute, Donovan. This is an inquest, and I don't want the witnesses intimidated. Didn't Doc Morgan inform you that if you got in any more trouble, that he would lock you up? Now tell us why you came to his office.
To find out if he'd ever treated a patient with a peculiar scar on the left arm. A jagged scar, shaped almost like a streak of lightning. I had been looking for that man to return this little silver trinket he gave me 5 years ago in the bag.
Tell me, Donovan, what time was it you talked to the doc?
About 3:30, I imagine.
Miss Morgan found her husband dead here at 5 o'clock. Where were you between 3:30 and 5?
I was taking a bath.
Any witnesses?
I don't usually take a bath in front of witnesses.
I think you're barking up the wrong tree, Sheriff. You've got no real evidence against Donovan. What do you think, Coroner?
I think Walt's right. Unless new evidence is introduced, I find Doc Morgan was murdered by a person of persons unknown. Adjourned.
I seem to be thanking you kind of regular, don't I?
Well, we're friends, ain't we, Jim?
Bill? I got a hunch the man that killed Doc Morgan is the man I'm after.
How'd you figure that out?
Well, during the inquest, I noticed some of Doc's surgical instruments had been recently used. And the picture I drew of the scar was gone from his desk, and it wasn't found in his pocket.
I may be dumb, but I don't get it.
The killer, knowing I'm in town, went to Doc to get the scar removed. After the operation, he saw the drawing I left, realizing Doc was why I shot him. No one but the killer would have known what that drawing was.
I'll bet them 3 guys that tried to drive Goat Chew are mixed up in this. Say, they let Pete out as a who's guy this morning. He left town pronto. Buck bailed him out. 500 iron men.
Yeah, I checked up on Buck, and he's never had over $100 at one time in his life. Somebody didn't want Pete to do any talking.
And that somebody tried to hire Buck to pin the killing on you.
I'll lay you 2 to 1. Buck is riding out to tell Pete what happened at the inquest. I'm going to trail him and have a nice, sociable little powwow.
Say, I got an idea how I could get a line on Doc's murder. I'll find the man he operated on.
Go to it, Bill.
Here's a few supplies for you. The boss said for you to hide out for a few days at the cabin over in Pine Canyon.
Hey, Buck! Camping now?
Yeah.
That's just the spot where I'm going to put our ranch house when we get married.
We are going to get married?
Well, sure, we're going to get married, I reckon. Honey.
Yeah.
Give me another pen. Here, I see another stranger.
All right.
Shh. I'm going to find that scarf. Takes every pin you got.
Thanks, honey.
Here, what's this? I beg your pardon, mister. I thought I knew you. Oh.
You no good.
Wait a minute now, Quinny. I can explain it. It was a mistake. Hey, get her an ice cold glass of water. Shh. Are you hot? Honey, come here a minute. The ranch house, dear.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Well, I mean it.
Oh, Jim.
Dear, they need water for their crops.
We can't let him walk away with the election. You've got to find another candidate. A fighter like Doc Morgan.
Well, that's right.
A fighter?
Yeah.
Say, what's the matter with me? When I was up at Tombstone, the
You
marshal...
never saw Tombstone. Stick to your play acting.
That's right, I never did. Morgan's death assures Kincaid's victory. Say, I've got an idea.
Yeah?
Why don't we nominate Morgan's widow to oppose Kincaid?
Good idea. Perfect. She's president of all the women's clubs, and she knows every rancher and his wife for miles around.
She certainly knows everybody, all right. Do you think she'd accept the nomination?
There's no reason why she shouldn't. It's about time women took a hand in politics. We can round up a committee to convince Emily that she should take her husband's place and keep Walt Kincaid from being reelected. If she accepts, will you be her campaign manager?
Why, sure I will, Queenie. You see, I sort of feel responsible for what happened to Doc Morgan.
Shucks, Jim, it was just one of them things. Oh, well, we're going to have a lot of fun electing a woman to the state senate for the first time. And I mean elected. Hey, everybody! The drinks are on Friday.
Shrimp.
Oh, big turtle, get your neck out of that.
Now, a little to the left, Mr. Kincaid. There you are. Hold it. Thank you. It'll be in the paper tomorrow evening. You're a cinch to win.
Thank you. Now, did you hear that, Nancy? Public opinion already has me reelected. Hey, you don't seem very happy about it.
I don't think the small ranchers are going to be so happy about it either. Well, that must be the stage. Excuse me, please.
My arm's been hurting me all day, Rance. I think it's infected.
Well, that's bad. Silver Jim sees you with a bum left wing. He's going to get plenty curious.
I've been thinking the same thing. When Nevada gets back, you better send him over to Gunside after Doc Winslow. I'll meet him at the shack at Pine Canyon in the morning. Let's go out and meet her father.
Out and vote for Emily Morgan. Let us sing and shout. She's the people's candidate. Don't forget to vote and vote for Emily Morgan. We'll defeat Kincaid before it is R-G-A-N Morgan. Get your ballots out and vote for Emily Morgan.
I'll see you later, Mrs. Morgan.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, Dad.
I'm fine. How are you?
All right, it's
Mr. Lee, it's good to see you again.
I see you, Kincaid.
How's come you're traveling on the Morgan bandwagon?
That's a long story, Rance.
Do you folks want water for your crops and livestock? Or do you want your lands to become nothing but dust fields?
But we can't beat Kincaid.
If you get together, you can beat Kincaid and the powerful money interests behind him. Wealthy ranch owners that don't need water, like George Lee. Now, it's up to you voters. Are you going to let this vicious political combine pauperize you? Or are you going to do the right thing and vote for Emily Morgan?
Santa, how dare you make such libelous statements? I demand an immediate retraction.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lee, but campaign speeches strike some people the wrong way. And it also changes other people's minds.
Well, your slanderous remarks won't change my mind. I'm backing Kincaid to the limit.
Well, from now on, I'm not. I appreciate your judgment, Dad, and personally, I like Walt. But I've been doing a lot of thinking and a lot of listening. The small ranchers around here need this water. I'm going to support Emily Morgan and help them get it.
Your father knows what's best for this community. Surely you won't go against his wishes.
I will if he insists on blocking a project that people in this district need.
Now, you listen to me, young lady. You stick to your ranch and your cattle. Let me handle the politics in this family.
I'd be glad to, Dad. Right after this election.
Thanks, Nancy, for your support. I'm going to see Queenie. I've got an idea how she can really help us win the election. Come on.
A fine kettle of fish. And my own daughter, too. I ought to lay her over my knee and give her a good spanking.
Nothing to worry about, Mr. Lee. After the votes are counted, Nancy will forget all this foolishness.
Well, I hope you're right, Walt.
Will do as I suggested. I am sure that we can swing the election in favor of Mrs. Morgan.
Swing it? Huh, we'll walk away with it. Why, when the polls open in the morning, Kincaid and his gang of hirelings are due for the biggest surprise of their lives.
Boy, what a situation. I'm going to put that in my play.
Oh, quiet.
Bill? In the morning, and tell every rancher you see to be sure and come to town and vote for Mrs. Morgan. Nancy's going to start from her ranch and do the same thing. She should meet you near Pine Canyon.
Well, I'm going to miss all the excitement. What are you going to do?
I'm going to call on all the ranchers who live off the main roads and remind them again that the polls close at sundown and it's important that they vote.
Well, maybe I'd better take some of them posters along. Stick them up if I see a likely spot.
Good. People riding into town might see them and switch over to the Morgan side of the fence.
I'll get going.
Hey, Walt.
Take the horse around behind, Pete.
Right.
Good morning, Walt. Nevada tells me you need a little medical attention.
You two wait outside. Take it easy. Take a look at this arm, Doc. Careful, I won't hurt. I don't want her to stay. Get the scissors sharpened next week when I go to town. Your arm's badly swollen. You should have removed that bandage and had it taken care of sooner.
Well, only got 3 or 4 more left.
Well, that dirty double-crosser, he didn't even try to remove the scar. All the low-down tricks. Morgan made it look worse than it was before.
Well, the only thing I can do is take care of the infection. You'll carry that scar as long as you live.
If you'd listen to me, Walt, this will never happen. There's only one thing left to do now.
Inside.
Why, you didn't have to shut.
Look what we found hanging around outside the window.
I didn't hear nothing. I was just out there putting up bills.
I thought you said we were going to be alone.
We'll take care of him. You can go now, Doc. Remember, keep your mouth shut.
Don't you worry. My professional ethics seal my lips.
Here's something might help.
Well, sure. Thanks very much. Well, goodbye, Walt. You have my address.
Jim Donovan where he belongs.
Right.
Tie this amateur detective up. As soon as the election's over, I'll let you know what to do with him.
It's all right. You can tie me right. There's another rope right over there. Say, Nevada, I was just thinking, if you just put your mind to it, you could be a great actor.
What are you trying to pull now?
Well, nothing. Just tell the truth, that's all. You got the voice and the build. Why, you'd be stupendous in my play. So would Buck.
You don't think you're ever going to get a chance to finish it, do you?
Maybe not. But I'd like at least to see part of one acting rehearsal.
You know, I thought I was going to be in a play once up at the state pen. The warden double-crossed me.
Well, let that be a lesson to you. Say, you'd be perfect as my leading lady in my opera. You're so refined looking.
What are you trying to do, insult me?
Why, I wouldn't think of such a thing. No kidding. You two birds would be terrific. If you'll just untie my hands, I'll write some parts for us, and we'll rehearse the scene right here and now.
Nothing doing. I thought there was a catch to it. Say, can't you do that with your hands tied?
Oh, whoever heard of rehearsing a scene with your hands tied? You don't think I'm dumb enough to try to escape? If my play's a success, you'll make more money than you ever thought. And a darn sight easier than being hired killers for Rance Harris and Walt Kincaid.
Oh, I guess it's all right, Buck. All right, we'll untie you, but you better not try any funny business.
Oh, I won't. Just wait till I get loose.
There, what are you doing?
Well, just getting my tablet. Where's my pencil now? Let's see. I'm going to write for Buck. The innocent little prairie flower.
If this is a gag, you better say your prayers plenty fast.
Well, you play Walt Kincaid.
What's the idea of using real names?
Well, you see, in my plays, all the situations are taken from life. Besides, I can't think of a lot of stage names. Now, I will play the part of a handsome-looking mayor. And for the lack of a better name, I will use my own. As the scene opens, Bill Jones and his lady love are face-to-face with Walt Kincaid, the most vicious killer that ever shot a man in the back with a silver bullet. Curse you, Walt Kincaid, for the dastardly murderer that you are. No, you will not get Marianne. Mortgage or no mortgage.
Now?
Yes, now.
I laugh at your helplessness, Bill Jones. At last you are in my power. As soon as I return to town and kill your partner, Jim Donovan, I shall flee to the safety of another state, taking the beauteous Mary Annie with me.
Oh, Mr. Kincaid, 1,000 times no. I'd rather die than to have your blood-stained arms around me, especially the left one with a scar on it. Surely some higher power will reach Jim Donovan and warn him.
Hey, what kind of a play is this? Sounds awful familiar to me.
Well, I told you that I...
The girl, Nancy Lee. Tie this glued up. I'll get up. All right, get over there.
Kincaid's the man you've been looking for, Jim. He's the killer that's been using the silver bullet.
Are you sure?
Well, Bill just found out.
We've got to get into town to cinch election for Mrs. Morgan.
From this valley they tell me you're leaving. We shall miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For you take with you all of the sunshine that has brightened my life for a while.
glad to see you with me again this year.
I'll be with you.
All right, Walter. Murphy.
From this valley, they tell me you're leaving. We shall miss your bright eyes and sweet smile, for you take with you all of the sunshine. Yo-ho-lo, dee-oh-dee-ho-lo, yo-ho-lo, dee-oh-dee-ho-lo, yo-ho-lo, dee-oh-dee-ho-lo, yo-ho-lo.
See you again.
Shout, he's the people's candidate. Don't forget to vote. And vote for Emily Morgan. We'll be beat in.
Hey, what is this?
M-O-R-G-A-N. Morgan is the choice. Get your ballot out and vote for Emily Morgan. Let us sing and shout. She's the people's candidate. M-O-R-G-A-N. Morgan is the choice. Out and vote for Emily Morgan. Let us sing and shout. She's the people's candidate.
In the home, not in public office.
Most of you know why I came to Wyatt. You know that for 5 years I've been looking for one of the most notorious, cold-blooded killers in the West. A man I could identify only by a jagged scar on the left arm. Well, an hour ago I found out who that man was. There he is, the Honorable Walt Kincaid.
Donovan's out of his mind. The charges are absolutely absurd.
You're wrong this time, Kincaid. If you don't believe Jim Donovan, ask them out of here some questions. Or better still, roll up his sleeve, his left sleeve.
Let's rush him. Hold it, Sheriff. Kincaid belongs to me. I'm going to return this silver bullet to him.
Come on, man.
Come on out, Kincaid, or I'm coming in. You're through, Kincaid. The law has finally caught up with you.
From this valley they tell me you're leaving. We shall miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. I gotta take with you all the time. That has brightened my life for a while.
Bye, Emily. We'll see you when you come back to the tennis. Goodbye. Thanks so much. Goodbye. Lots of luck,
I'll tell you again, Jim, how badly I feel about allowing Kincaid to pull the wool over my eyes.
Well, that's all over now, Mr. Lee. Soon there'll be enough water in the valley to make everybody happy.
Well, maybe I'll be able to do something for you sometime.
Thank you.
You might consent to an early wedding.
Say, that's a good idea. How about making it a double one, Bill? We've been talking about it for a long time.
Who, me get married?
Sure.
No, sir. I gotta finish that play of mine first.
Yes, again, Shakespeare. I'm not going to wait that long.
Hey, Jim! Don't let her do this to me. You can save me. Hey!